I do now. We're good.
Are the videos pretty helpful to watch later?
Yeah, very helpful.
Oh,
In fact, at my very first flight, I recorded all the ground instruction that you gave me ahead of time too, and that's been helpful also.
Christina did the same thing, and she said it.
I just put them up on YouTube, but there's enough people that are interested in this kind of thing.
Oh, really?
Open.
Close. I looked at myself to see what kind of. If I'm dropping
I
the
asked you
F-bomb.
for permission, and you said as long as it wasn't bad mouthing cross-country soaring, it was okay.
Did I say as long as I wasn't dropping the F-bomb during my ground instruction? I didn't say anything.
I bleep out the bad stuff as we're coming in.
Oh my God, we're gonna die. We made it again.
I hope you know what you're doing.
All right, I shall be a quiet passenger, maybe a noisy passenger, but you're pilot in command, sir.
I'm going to check my altimeter. Set to 1,000.
Mine too, just to verify you.
And I'm going to check my air brakes here in just a second.
Yep. Efficient but not rushed. That's the catch. That's the phrase for getting ready to go. More accidents happen because you're rushed than probably anything else.
Alright, let's check our air brakes. Pull this back a bit. Doing good. And I'm belted in. Are you belted in?
I am belted.
There's no ballast up here. I checked that already. And I am connected to the tow plane. I know that. And I'm going to close mark my cam here.
I'll bring mine down too.
I'm going to check to make sure the controls are free. We check the spoilers are ready. Feels pretty good to me. I've got nothing obstructing mine.
Good.
And I'm going to set my trim.
Fairboat traffic. Sport Cruiser 385.
That's Todd, that's okay.
Map to the north-northwest. Inbound landing 30 Fairboat.
Alright, my controls are free. The direction of wind, we got a very light wind today, probably coming straight at us, if anything at all.
Right.
And in an emergency, if we're below 200 feet, we're going to land straight ahead. And if we're above 200 feet, we're going to turn right.
I think that's a great
That's
plan.
probably where we're going to be. And for feet, I don't have a wing runner today, so I'm going to do a full left stick, bring the wing up, and I'm going to put a little bit of right rudder onto it to counteract that as we get rolling.
All right. Might need a left rudder actually. That right
Left
wing
rudder?
the right wing might try to turn you to the right as it drags, and so you
Oh,
might.
sure.
Yep.
Okay, yeah,
okay.
yeah, okay.
Cool. Very nice.
All right.
Very nice, sir.
Gonna do a rally check here.
You bet.
Rally check.
There you go.
All right.
We're ready for takeoff. Full left stick.
Fairboat traffic rally
All
2
right. And then the old think fast, move slow.
to the
Wings up. Keep my feet awake. Steer with my feet, trying to get right down the middle of that runway.
Raise that nose a little more.
Slow the
There
nose
you
a
go.
bit.
Beautiful.
Come off. See it right here.
Beautiful takeoff, sir.
Parking on the horizon. Looks like we got a fire up ahead.
Yeah, I saw it. I see that.
Got a little bump there. So did we.
Yeah, this is what those hawks you saw were circling in.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see how high it goes. And with every little stick movement, just a little tiny pedal.
Trying to do a bit. Obviously not aggressive enough. I tend to oscillate on the pedals still.
Yep. And every time you fly, though, that's part of the train. So wax on, wax off of soaring, right?
Yeah.
Even the smallest movement of the stick, small movement of the rudder. And that way it'll feel weird to do one without the other.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it also plays havoc with your ground roll, right?
Yeah.
Because then you got to turn off, you have to disconnect the two. Turn off the hand.
I was thinking we'd go to 4,000 EGL today.
You bet. Add another 1,000?
Yeah.
All right.
Fairboat traffic Sport back Romeo, about 2 miles to the north of the airport at 2,100 feet. Rally to scheduled at Durval and enter left downwind, full stop 3001.
So we were talking about 4,000 because you had said before those 3,000 footers seem to be really good with your head, so you're going to move it up a notch?
We'll try it today.
All right.
Seems pretty smooth.
All right.
We're not going to do anything too crazy.
Excellent.
So it'd probably be 2 4,000s today.
Sure.
We got time for that?
Yeah, we do.
Slide over just a little bit more to get behind him here.
There you go. Like it just smoothed out, didn't it? Right there.
Right there, boom.
So the top of the boundary layers looks like about 20.
2500.
Yep, 25 MSL. I'll have to give you.
Buffalo traffic, 24 Juliet pop-up.
I'm gonna have to give you a couple of turns. How's that?
Okay.
Runway 18 Buffalo.
Alright.
And Durval traffic, split cruiser side micro runway, entering left down, midfield down, full stop 3001. The traffic out of Iowa, November at 5 miles to the east side. And on that. Scan traffic, Super Cruiser 85, line carrier left downwind, 3610.
Very nice. And as you roll into the turn behind them, try not to climb at all. Keep it right on the horizon as you roll in. Don't pull back. Don't get high. There you go.
Oh, I see. He's going to drop a bit.
Yeah, because we still have a rope connected, right? So it's kind of like we have a propeller. So whereas you would
I
normally,
see.
yeah. So it's a little different turning behind
It is.
it.
Normally you got to pull back.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Durval traffic, 5 Magnolia, left stage, full stop 3001. Durval traffic, Valley 2, runway alpha, 2 miles west of field 2,300.
Don't be shy with the rudder. No, don't climb. Don't climb it. Ease forward. There you go. Thanks. If you feel like you're off, just fly to where you think you should be. Very analog process. Don't feel like you can't move around when you're on tow. When I was learning tow, I just thought, shoot, I established my bank angle and it's wrong, damn it. No, you can just keep adjusting.
I like that roll out. That's okay.
Yeah, good. Just gonna give you 2 more. Very good. You're staring right at the tow plane as you fly, right?
Yep.
Good.
We're going to sail to the horizon.
Yeah.
Kind of watch the string in your peripheral vision.
Perfect. I discovered that I should probably start asking that because like one out of 4 or 5 times I'll find that the front pilot's looking at something other than what I'm looking at. And sometimes that's all it takes. And we go, oh.
Well, that helps on the motion sickness front too, because if I'm doing it right, he doesn't move.
Yes, that's true. It's like a blue screen or a green screen or whatever they call it. Green screen.
Everything else is fake. That's 4,000 MSL.
1,000 to go.
1,000 to go.
Scott, 215, 10 miles southwest, transition north 5,500 Arizona. November, entering 11, downwind 33 Hudson, set to go. Buffalo traffic 6, moving support to the pop up. Left downwind runway 18 Buffalo.
Got a layer of haze here.
What's that?
Looks like a layer of haze.
Yeah, looks like the inversion here. by these lakes, yeah. Yep, it is. We're west about 2 miles, maybe 2.5.
That's the downside of our focusing on him. Not paying much attention to where I am.
Yeah, believe me. Been there, done that.
Alright, we're coming up on 5,000 MSL. I'm looking for traffic. Do you see anything, anybody? Getting ready to release. I'm feeling good.
All right.
Here we go.
Full traffic, Shanghai 480, Foxtrot now 3.5 miles to the east. Entering a left-bound with 418 Buffalo.
See him down there over the
little yellow
lake.
cup. He stands
It's
out
easy to
again.
spot over that lake.
Sign on 33 seconds, go ahead.
Alright, I'm gonna do a clearing turn here. At the airport.
Very good. I should have, but I didn't look at upper level winds today. Any idea what they're supposed to be?
I didn't look at it either.
All right. Just for the heck of it, let's get going about 40 knots.
Okay.
And keep the rudder, keep your feet active. When you fly real slow, the rudder becomes real important. All right, I'm trying to sense if we're drifting. It's left to right or... Oh yeah, I feel like we're drifting a little to the right, don't you? Yeah, let's
It does feel that way a little bit.
yeah, let's steer, take up a...
Left?
Yeah, see if you can get the nose into the wind.
So maintain 40 knots.
Sure, just for the heck of it, might as well. Oh, don't drop the nose real fast. There you go. Yeah, any kind of steep turn at this speed is going to be real tricky. All right, lots of rudder, lots of rudder. Here we go.
Okay.
Keep it nice and slow. Let's see if we can hold it.
Final,
Keep that
0
moving.
turbo.
I'm at 40.
And well, I don't sense any drift now. And in fact, I kind of feel like we're hovering a little bit. So I think we got a north wind today up here.
Okay.
So, but not strong enough to worry about, but good to know the procedure to figure it out.
So this is, you just go to your minimum cruising speed to kind of get a gauge for whether
Exactly.
it's at?
Yeah, and you can try turning 90 degrees left, kind of a shallow bank, plenty of rudder. There you go, nice and shallow, no steeper than that. We'll practice slow flight while we're experimenting with wind speed estimation. Lots of rudder to straighten the string, lots of rudder, and hold it back, and then keep it right at 40. Yeah, I definitely sense a drift to the left.
I can see it now.
Yeah, especially if I kind of look down at the lake on our right.
It seems like it's, obviously it's easier to detect left to right movement, or
Yep.
right to left movement.
Yeah, that's easier than going, having a headwind or tailwind to figure it out. Say, Matt, you want to drop that volume down to maybe 22 or 23? Okay. All right, so this is, since we're doing slow flight, let me stay on the flight controls. Let me have it just for a minute.
Okay.
All right, so we're going here. If I were being asked by the examiner to give them a minimum controlled airspeed turn, slow flight's also called minimum controlled airspeed, I would not bank much more than this right here. Anything more than that, you really got to be on your A game.
Risk a stall, right?
Yeah, risk a stall, or more likely speed up or spiral. Now watch this. If I try to get any steeper, look, it sticks all the way back, right? I'm done. Anything that happens, I'm just a passenger. So, and see how much rudder I have to give it to.
And you can feel it wanting to stall as you were into that turn.
Yeah, yep. And that's, have we done a spiral? Have we done a spiral yet?
My stomach doesn't
like those?
appreciate that so far.
That was
But I'd like to try one soon.
Well, that was the beginning of one, so we don't have to go into a full one, but when you have the stick all the way back and you're like banked over like 40 degrees,
Yeah.
and it'll slowly spiral down at that speed, and that's all a spiral is.
So then to counteract that, you keep your nose down, roll out of it, and then
Yes.
full level?
Yes, and that's the only reason we practice it is to make sure that the pilot understands you got to roll out to get out of it.
Well, let's see how we're feeling after this flight.
Yeah.
And then
Well,
maybe on the next one we can do a bit of
Yeah,
that.
the last
because
part-
I know that's some of there's a number of introductory things that I haven't taken yet,
Right.
haven't tackled yet. That's one of them.
Understood. Tell you what, would you toss me that blue hat in your right pouch up there? I forgot my glasses. So cool. All right, you have flight controls?
All right, I have flight controls.
All right, so we were going to try some fast flying, right?
Yeah, I'd like to test it.
All right. Why don't we bring us up to 65 or 70 knots to start, and you can adjust your trim so it wants to stay there once you get there. You'll notice once you get to about 65, 70 knots, our pitch is quite a bit lower than it normally is, right?
You gotta push to get it to go.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you had to push it.
Yeah. Now ease the trim forward. It'll probably.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm trimmed out for 65 right now.
There it is. Yep. Actually, the performance of this glider is not really that bad at 65.
No, it's not.
Let's try 75. Now look at the new sight on the horizon. Lower the nose again a little, because you're going to get slow again. There you go. Lower, a little bit lower. So now we're holding about 72.
That's just kind of a feel thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a feel thing. Alright, and then, so it's 75, 80. When I'm racing this thing, I usually spend most of my time around 75 knots in between thermals. This is fairly decent performance at this speed. Anything faster, you start to fall out of the sky. It feels like, you know, your sink rate's pretty high. Or you can slow us up to 50. See how efficiently you can park that needle on 50.
That felt like I almost stalled it.
Yeah. Oh, and I should mention this too. A lot of airplanes you can stall at any speed, right? If you pull hard enough.
Right.
Glider, the Germans have designed a small enough of an elevator where that's impossible.
Okay.
So you can only stall this particular glider, at 37 knots.
Okay.
You don't have enough elevator to bring the angle of attack up fast enough to stall. Now there are other.
What I was feeling was just kind of sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. I was just gonna say there's other aerobatic gliders that do have plenty of elevator, and you can snap roll them, and which is essentially a high-speed stall. So yeah, but this one no. So yeah, what you felt was what did you feel?
I think I was just feeling G-forces change as I was changing speed and pulling back.
Yes.
And it made me think, because that's what a stall does feel like. You go up and you're
so
you drop in your
yes.
gravitational pull because you're starting to come back down again.
Exactly. So if you pull back, pin yourself in your seat, and lighten up by easing the stick forward, it'll feel like a stall. You'll feel like maybe half a G, which is very similar to.
Okay. Mind if I speed back up to
you bet
75 again?
You bet. I mean, no, I don't. Go for it. Yeah, one of my favorite things is high-speed passage. You know, going over the runway at 50 or 100 feet, pretty close to red line. It's kind of freaky because you don't want anything to happen.
Well, so that's not considered acrobatics?
Yeah, I usually do that on Sunday when the airport manager's on.
But I mean...
Well, not if it's over the runway.
Okay.
But if you are over a populated area, then you're supposed to stay 500 above.
500 above?
500, I see. High speed in and of itself is not considered aerobatics, no.
Because you're still in full control of the aircraft?
Yes, exactly.
I mean, you're always in full control, but you have full response from your controls.
Yes. Yeah. And now we got a good speed going. Try a steep turn to the left. Try to hold 70 knots all the way around the turn. If you're like most people, you'll get too slow. Let's see. Oh man, very nice. Very nice. Lost a couple knots, nothing to write home about. Yeah, level out. Doesn't it feel nice doing higher, little faster turns? Although, it is more likely to get to your head.
I'm feeling okay.
All right. I'm going to announce our position. I see a plane down by taxiway Charlie. Trevor's at the fighter. So slightly off topic, Matt, did you see the guy who kind of walked in the door?
Yeah, I saw him. I waved at him. I didn't say hi to him, but
yeah. So I made the grand faux pas of he's all excited, he's ex-military, he's done this and that and this and that and the other thing. He's never been up in the glider, and I'm like, oh man. Sorry, we got a per seat maximum weight limit of 242.
Oh no. Yeah. Right.
Well, I know, right? I thought that was a safe comment, but he was like, oh, it's okay, I'm just barely good. And I'm like, no freaking way. That guy could not weigh less than 242, could he?
I don't know. I've been surprised by that. I'm really bad. I would lose the fair's money at their weight guessing game.
Yeah. Well, I felt kind of embarrassed. I'm like, oh, cool. Yeah, but it must be your jacket. Anyway, you know, I went on and started talking. Anyway, notice we're hitting bumps again. Right at about the same altitude as before. Yeah, a couple 100 feet higher.
Should be a good reminder that I'm 500 feet off the pattern.
There you go. In fact, let's mosey on over there, and we'll spend the last bit of our altitude where where it's easy to enter the pattern. So, and I don't know if you have this tendency, but I did when I was learning to fly. I'd wait till I was get down to a couple 100 feet of pattern, and then I'd start thinking about going back, and I'd often discover, shit, I got a mile to go, it's into the wind, I'm hosed, right?
Right.
So, and it took me, because I'm slow, a while to realize that there's just as many thermals over by where the pattern begins as anywhere else, and there's zero reason to be anywhere else. So, yeah, there we go. Yep. So as you imagine, there's a right where you're going to start your downwind. There's a shallow funnel going out for miles in all directions. As you get lower, move in. You know, stay in that funnel.
Yeah, okay. There's no harm in goofing around where you enter the pattern if it's not busy.
Right, if it's not busy. Yeah, and if it is busy, you know, kind of call out your position and keep your eyes peeled.
I'm going to go over the lake a little bit here. We got some time.
Sounds good.
And our pattern's just over that way, over that bare clump of trees, really.
Yep.
Where the grass runway starts.
Yep. I see a guy turning on Bravo, making his way towards the runway. Bring our volume up a little again, if you would, Matt.
Will do.
I'm going to announce something. Turbo traffic glider X-rays here, about a mile west, 2,000 feet. A couple minutes from the left down.
Traffic, Skyhawk 08, Foxtrot turning final, runway 18, Buffalo.
Where was that?
Turbo traffic, clear,
That was Buffalo.
289, my kilo is 9 miles to the northeast, transitioning on a southwestbound heading will be 3 miles north of the field at 2,500.
All right, go back to there. The guys.
Turbo traffic, 764, stop
Intersection takeoff, that's fine.
Traffic, Super Cruiser 85 miles left down.
All right, we got 150 feet to burn. Let's move in a little closer, Matt. Try to hit our 1,000-foot number right on the dot, right adjacent to the end of the runway. Beautiful job. All right, you can go ahead and announce when you want. Yeah, you can go ahead and announce now, and then start your checklist.
Turbo traffic, glider 3 X-ray Sierra, entering left downwind for runway 30. Turbo.
All right, knock out your checklist as quick as you can.
All right, my flaps are set, undercarriage is set.
Great.
Speed's going to probably be about 60, maybe 62.
Yeah, I don't think the wind has changed much. 60s looks good.
Check my air brakes.
All right.
I set my trim for 60 knots.
All right. And you can, bring it up. We can probably hold 55 or 60 most of the way around. If you look at Taxiway Alpha, we hope that biplane has a radio.
Yeah.
If he does not, we will either land over the top of him if he pulls out in front of us, or if he pulls out in front of us and gets going fast enough, we'll land behind him. Okay. Worst case scenario, we'll land on the taxi.
So that's look for traffic.
Yep.
And then I'll land the glider.
And there's no wind today, so let's do a little longer final than usual.
I like it.
Maybe we'll start over that truck stop again. My favorite truck stop.
Can I go just a little bit faster? You're still
Sure.
700 feet.
Turbo traffic, section 4, traffic turning southwest.
Yeah, right in there.
Zero turbo.
Yeah, right in there. Yeah, Turbo traffic glider actually. Start your left base. And you can fix this minutes later.
Watching my speed.
Buffalo traffic, set around here about 5 miles.
runway now and make a nice clean turn on the final. You go to some spoiler if you want to start your descent.
Downwind, terrible.
And a little more. Alright, good.
Gotta be careful not to speed up. Oh, look at that. he had breakfast.
Yeah. Did he?
Yeah, he had a mouse in his.
Wow.
And you know you're close and you can tell what they're eating.
Yep.
I'm good. I got my spot kicked. I'm
Alright.
a little fast. I'm going to do more spoiler to slow down. Not
Move to the left a little. Get on that center line left. Look at the whole runway. There you go.
Alright.
A little more left. There you go. Then you don't have to do anything fancy on the ground. Attack the runway. Slow the foot off as long as you can, man. Keep your feet
Turbo
out.
traffic, Warrior 289 Mike Kilo.
Hold it up, hold it
4
up.
miles to the north,
Hold
heading
it up. Hold it up.
westbound
A
heading.
little more footwork. Hold it off. Hold it off. Nice. Roll all the way to Charlie, man.
Alright.
Wings level, steering just with your feet. To the right a little, right on that center line where you get real anal retentive about the steering thing. That's good. A little more to the right. There you go. No banking, just floating. Sweet.
Turbo traffic system 46 up.
Alright. You did it. I have the controls now.
Okay,
I got
control.
everything. I'm going to do this just so these guys can
great.
go.
Nicely done.
Fairway traffic light X-rays here, down and semi-clear. Be a little further in a minute. All right.
Semi-clear. I love it.
I was waiting for something to